Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Sorry for the long hiatus. As you can probably tell by my voice, I've been really ill. So I had a flu bug thing that's been going around, and yeah, it really hit me like a ton of bricks. It's taken me weeks to get to a point where I feel somewhat human again. So I've got a lot of videos to catch up with, and this is the first one that's going to go out because it's the one I was most excited about. So this is a video on the new Mantis knuckle roller by Zero Gravity Return Tops in Canada. It is an aluminium construction with stainless steel caps. And as you can see by the shape, something very different to what they've done so far. So we've got the aluminium grip part, which has been anodized, and you can see that it's very thin. It's got a very thin, long grip that flares out quite drastically, but then squares off at the ends where the stainless steel caps are. And one thing that you will notice if you have one of these, ever get one of these in hand, is all of that weight is concentrated on the ends, and that makes for really interesting play, especially in terms of momentum and how they carry themselves. Really interesting rollers. They are amazing, and they sold out on the site. Not really quickly. We all know what drops are like. A lot of makers' stuff sells out in literal seconds. These were still on the site for quite a while, particularly this finish. I think this one sold out. This is like a purple kind of pink kind of fade anodized colour. This is a clear anodized. This one was still up on the site for quite a while afterwards because I like double checked, because I know people who are sort of like after them and things like that, so friends in other countries and stuff. So I did check, these were still available for quite a while afterwards. So I think they are planning to do a restock. Don't quote me on that, but these were just so unbelievably popular. I can't imagine them not doing a restock, to be honest, because they are amazing. I think I always say they are the best in the business when knuckle rollers are concerned, and that's still true as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, they just keep coming out with like really amazing stuff. Absolutely love it. I have to say, this clear anodized, I wasn't, with the pictures on the site, I wasn't that enamoured. So there was black, this clear, and the fade. I wasn't actually expecting loads of different finish options, and you could get different colour caps. So you could get the plain stainless steel, which is what I've got. You could get red stainless steel, and then there was like a gold colour. I don't know. I'm assuming that was stainless steel. I don't think it was brass or anything like that. I don't like gold. The red kind of looked kind of cool, especially with the black, but I'm boring. I just like plain stainless steel. And I have to say, my favourite is actually this one, this clear anodized one. I just prefer the plain colour, really. I probably may have got black instead of this one, but I don't know. I just thought actually, those colours are really sweet, a really nice fade, done really well. I thought I'll be adventurous for a change and get something sort of like coloured, but I have to say I have used this one most. And this clear anodized finish, in fact, the finish on both of them actually, is so smooth. It's really nice to actually hold. They should do this kind of finish more often. This kind of clear anodized on the aluminium, because I think it helps protect the aluminium as well. And I have dropped this quite a lot on this tray, because I have done a little short clip trying to demonstrate this, but in the end I had to take the tray away because I just kept dropping it. But I can't really see any imperfections or damage or anything like that, so I think that clear anodized aluminium is just absolutely stunning. And they came pristine as well. From my experience, like with the ristrettos, the quality control hasn't been the best, but I have to say these arrived just absolutely perfect. So no problems there. Let's just get my scales out. And they do feel very substantial with the weight on the ends, and having that weight on the ends just provides more momentum. Right, so it's about 36 grams. So if we just do a quick comparison, so here's the Bushido. That's 32, so a little bit lighter. We've got the Samba, 29, so even lighter than that. We got the new Ristretto. I'm not going to do a video on these. That's 32. Only because I think I've done enough videos on the Ristretto. Everyone knows I love the Ristretto. And the Picciotto, so that's 27 grams, 28. So actually, it's kind of like the heaviest so far. And yeah, you can definitely feel it. It doesn't feel too heavy. It is in that sweet spot in terms of weight for me. So anything from about 20 something grams up to the low 40s at a push. It's kind of like the best kind of weight for knuckle rollers for me personally. Lighter is fine, like the Delrin by Round Square, because they're just amazing anyway, but and I'd say one heavier one that I really do like is the Unquiet Hand Circuiti. I've just used it so much that I'm used to it. But yeah, 36 grams is a really good mid-weight for me. I think that's perfect. And I'm just going to do a little sort of size comparison here. So this is the new Ristretto. Just briefly talk about this. Shout out to Zero Gravity Return Tops. I've been saying for ages that I would love a plain maple grip, and you finally did it. I've never, directly asked you. I just keep saying it in videos. I love plain maple, and you did it. So this was an instant buy for me, and it's so smooth. This is why I love maple so much. I've got it on my, my mandolins. It's a hardwood, and it's beautiful. And super smooth when you really finish it well, and that has been finished really well. So you've got the stainless steel caps there, slightly different caps this time, slightly different shape as well. They said the grips came out a little bit longer, which is kind of nice actually. I do like it, but I actually have been out of practice using the Ristrettos for a while, I think because I've been using the Mantis. But yeah, so kind of a little bit shorter than the new Ristretto. Let's have a look. So I actually got another Samba as well. So I've got 3 Sambas now. I really love the Samba. It's grown on me a lot. And I have to say, before I got the Mantis, I was using the Samba probably most out of all my rollers. So I got this one. I was kind of hoping for more green in that, but never mind. I've got more pink instead. I'm not a pink person, so it's kind of sod's law. It's my luck. But anyway, it's still lovely. That's quite a bit shorter than the Samba. The Samba is just so nice to use. I think these are still in stock on the website. I just really suggest that anyone just snaps up a Samba. If you're looking for a decent roller with some weight to the ends that's not too heavy, but also not too light as well. This is aluminium stainless steel bands. I freaking love the Samba. So yeah, they're still in stocks from when I last checked. Yeah, amazing. I think quite understated. So there we go. And then we've got the Bushido, which is very similar to the Samba. I love the ceramic coating, but the Samba just feels nicer because of these kind of ridged sort of pattern on the Bushido. think the Bushido has the nicer finish in terms of looks. I like plain, plain colours and stuff like that, but the Samba is the better roller, I think, personally. There we go. So it's a little bit shorter than the Bushido. Just look at the grips as well. And then the Pachotto, which is titanium. I'd say this is probably more akin to the Pachotto with that grip, definitely. Quite a similar kind of curvature, and with how slim it gets in the middle, but obviously the ends are very different and the weight distribution is very different. I do love the Pachotto very, very much. It's a beautiful roller. They have done a couple of restocks of these because they were so popular. But yeah, going back to the Mantis, so it's kind of almost everything I wanted, really. What I would actually love to see is maybe something of a mashup between the Samba and the Mantis. So I love the grip of the Mantis, but maybe slightly rounded edges. I mean, I do love this feel. It kind of really does kind of lock in. It's just that Sonics are a little bit more difficult with them, I find. I'm still learning Sonics, so I'm not very good. But I do kind of find with that rounded bulbous end, for some reason it just feels a bit easier. Maybe just because I've done it more, but Sonics are so awkward. And I've got out of practice. But I don't know, just something about that rounded end. Maybe I just need more practice because I'm bad. I'm very bad. But yeah, this the weight, it wants to go where you want it to go, and thumb rolls, which I still find quite difficult and drop a lot. It just wants to flip. Because of that weight distribution, the momentum, it just wants to go over. So I've got a little short video for you now. So kind of the Mantis has got me back into doing more practice with the rollers. I've kind of been shifting towards Begleri and Chotki and Komboloi, but kind of splitting my time between them. I'm starting to practice more, so going to be working on my Sonics more. Thumb rolls have gotten easier, I think, because, like I said, the Mantis, just the weight distribution is fantastic. It just wants to flip over my thumb. The weight from the other end just wants to pull it over. It's just, yeah, really, really nice to use. And I do have difficulty with short knuckle rollers. I think because I've got such short fingers and small hands, I have kind of less room, if that makes sense, and less kind of dexterity, or not dexterity, but I have just less room and leverage, I'd say, with my fingers because they're shorter. And any small rollers I really struggle with, but the Mantis isn't too long. I can still sort of get it between my thumb and like index and middle, flipping it round, but it's not so short that I struggle with rolling it through the fingers. Really hard to explain, but it's just the curvature, the length of the grip. It is almost perfect, I would say. It's absolutely amazing. Do highly recommend getting these. Just the design is just brilliant. I look forward to seeing what they do next. Like I said, I would love a mashup between, say, the Samba and the Mantis. So the Samba, if it had like heavier ends, that would be awesome. And a grip more like the Mantis, maybe? I don't know. It would be difficult because I think you'd have to shrink the roller down a little bit. I don't know. Otherwise it'll get too long, too big. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. it's a wonderful roller. Very well designed, stunning to look at, and just such a treat to use. And that feel, it's like a worry stone in and of itself. Just as a little comparison, here's the OG Slim by Round Square. Kind of similar size, just a little bit shorter. Obviously the OG Slim is quite heavy, it's titanium. And then I've got the Aluminium by Round Square as well, which is an amazing roller. It's fantastic, just the finish is horrible. Personally, I need to sort something out about this. I need to do something with this. They need to do a different finish for this, to be honest. But see, that grip now just feels really, really thick. I've just been using this Mantis so much. It falls between the fingers really nicely. It's a dream. So if they do a restock, highly recommend. If you got one of these on drop, what do you think? How do you like it? You know, have you got any others? Any other rollers by Zero Gravity Return Tops? You know, what's your favourite? I'd be really interested to know. And thank you for watching and for your patience. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.